is Tracy from Cheeky Journals. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a journaling video together, and I just want to put a background down. It's something that I enjoy doing. You don't have to do this step, you can really skip it and just start journaling and adding your photos, but I just love getting my creative juices flowing. So I'm using some Distress ink. It's in the tea dye shade, and I'm using a Celebrate stencil. I'm just adding this design sporadically over my page. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. You just do whatever feels right. You really can't mess it up, so just go and have fun with it. I am going to be journaling today about visiting the Melbourne Museum. It is, I've been saving that card, or I've had it in my stash. I haven't been saving it. I've had it in my stash for quite some time and just never found a spread where I could really use it in where it fitted. But today, because we're journaling about visiting the museum, I thought it's very fitting and it's going to work well. So I'm just using my Damo labeler to type out the date and a title. I don't usually do a title for my journal entries, but I thought that card is quite large and it just needs a little bit more to it. I do, however, love dating my journal entries. I love going through my journal and reading it and then remembering what I did on which day. It is not for everybody, and that's fine. You just need to do what works for you. And what's lovely about this Damo label is that it prints on sticker paper, so I'm just removing the backing paper there. You can leave that backing paper on if you want the title and the date to stand out a little bit more, but I really love the way that it turned out. This card that I've got here is from a Holtz paper pad. It's just leftover paper from a project that I did, and I'm just using it to create a pocket here at the bottom. I'm using my corner rounder there just to round the corner. I just love the look that it gives. It's just aesthetically very pleasing to me. And I'm going to use the pocket to put the tickets in that we got from the museum. And this title card, I'm going to stick it down with matte medium or gel medium. It's just a stronger glue, since that is quite a heavy cardstock and I don't want it lifting up afterwards. If you are using gel medium, just keep in mind that it does crinkle the page a little bit. I don't mind that look, so that's why I'm going for it. And with this pocket, I'm just using double-sided tape, as that will be sufficient. And it's also not that messy, so it's really nice to work with. I've printed these photos off my HP Sprocket. I bought the HP Sprocket just because it's very convenient when you're traveling around. You can print on the go. When I'm at home, I don't normally use it. I usually use a Canon selfie printer. It's just a little bit more affordable to print off it, and the quality is just a little bit better. I didn't print these photos on camera because I'm using my phone to record this video and obviously for printing of the photos. So if you would like to see a tutorial or a review, I know I've seen many of them on YouTube, and you can just do a search and it will come up. I'm using this washi tape just to add a little bit extra to my page, and I thought it balances it out. It will balance it out very well. For these photos, I just thought I'd want to keep it simple, but I still want to add something to it. So I decided to go with the Holtz phrases to just have a look and see. And I ended up going for the one that says collect beautiful moments. And I'm just using some glue to reinforce it since it was lifting up a little bit. I think I was playing with it earlier on and put it back on my original sticker paper, so it lost its stickiness a little bit. And I thought here at the bottom on the left, it still needs something, so I ended up going for another phrase there, and I ended up going for see the world. And I'm just going to be doing my journaling now. I'm using a Unicorn pen. It's in 0.2. This is a waterproof pen. So all that actually means is that if you add any wet medium over your words, the ink will stay, it won't start running. I'm not planning to do anything over it, but I just always end up going with this pen. It seems to be one of my favorites. I'm just journaling now about what happened on that day or anything that pertains to that day. I'm not really thinking too much. I'm just writing whatever comes to mind and what I would like to say. Don't worry about getting perfect English or whatever your language is which you're writing in. Don't worry too much about overthinking spelling and grammar and things like that, because it really then takes away from the experience, and this is only for you to read. And it's not printed in a magazine or a newspaper, or it's not a test, so just have fun with it. So I thought I'll give you an interesting history, not a lesson, but a tip that well, not a tip either. It's just a bit of something that I learned from visiting the Melbourne Museum. So if you're interested in history, maybe you would love hearing this. We specifically went to look at the Viking exhibition. And something that I read there, which I never really thought of, is that history will depicts Vikings as bearded, dirty barbarians. But recently, they have discovered so many archaeological artifacts, over 450, and some of those artifacts were tweezers and razors and combs. So it just uncovered that maybe they were a little bit more civilized than what we thought. So this is basically, we're coming to the end of my journaling, and I really hope that you have enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and you can leave a comment down below and I'll try and get back to you. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.